Okay, so let's take a look at these transformations. Once we have a corpus, we typically want to modify the documents in it, getting rid of the stop words, and so on. In the TextMiner package, this functionality is subsumed in the concept of transformations. They're called transformations. Transformations are done via the tmmap function, which applies a function to all elements of the corpus. So all we're going to do is there's a function in R called strip whitespace. There's another function in R called toLower. There's also a function called, maybe not in R, but in TM called remove words. And there's one called stem document. So, in other words, these are all just functions that are available, and then to apply them to something, like to our corpora, we just use this, we mention the corpora that we want to apply it to, and we use this tmmap. So we say tmmap to the corpora and the function that we want to apply. So, the corpus Reuters contains XML documents in XML format. We have no further use for the XML interna, whatever that means, and just want to work with the text content. This can be done by converting the documents to plain text documents. It is done by the generic as plain text document function. Generic, I guess, means it's part of the regular R package, the base package. Okay, let's see what this is like. So before we do that, let's look at this just to inspect, but let's just look at one, just to see what is in this. Now, just let's check it one more time. So here's the file. So, okay, so this is it. So it has this text in it about Diamond Shamrock Corporation. It has all this extra stuff. So let's see what it says. So it's got topics, places, people, orgs, Reuters, date, and so on as tags. Okay, so let's inspect it this way. So attributes, class, origin. These are about the attributes of the corpora itself, I think, or no. Right, these are attributes of the actual file. So we have topics, places, people, and so on. There's heading, so on. And here it has the actual, here it is. So there it is, and here it is, about Shamrock Corporation. Now what will happen if we convert it to plain text? So instead of destroying the one that I have, I'll create one called Reuters PT and see what happens with that. Now let's see what it looks like. No, sorry, I have to do inspect. I have to do that. So, okay, so all those, all that XML stuff is gone. Okay, so we've converted it to plain text. So that's called a transformation. We use the tmmap function. Okay, as well as the as plain text document function. Okay, now we can also do this one, strip it of white space. So as I said, maybe I'll take, I'll do this to the RT one that I just, the PT one that I just did, and I'll call it WS, Reuters WS. Let's try that. So I'll take the one I just had, which is here, and we see what it looks like here, and I will create a new one, no white space. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Nope, I keep doing that wrong. I want to do this. Okay, So now all the white space is gone, means like the new line characters are gone. So it's just one long thing like this. Okay? So that's eliminating extra white. Convert to lowercase, just, well, I'm not going to do it, but it just makes everything lowercase. You can try it yourself. Okay, now removing stop words is something interesting. So stop words are like words that we don't exactly consider like to have big content in them. They're like what do they call it in English? Particles, like the word the, or the word to, or the word a, or so on. Now there's a long list of stop words. I wonder if we can know what they are. I wonder if this will give it to them. Give us. Let's try that first. I wonder if that works. Yeah. Okay. So these are all called stop words. Okay, now when we're doing text mining, usually we want to get rid of these words. And you can, I guess you can edit this list. And obviously other languages they're different stop words. So, but anyway, they're called stop words. And we'd like to get rid of them when we're trying to do text mining. Of course you don't have to, but usually you would want to. So I might do something like this. So I use the remove words function, and with this particular list of words, I guess this is the list where the words you want to remove. So you don't have to choose this. You could just choose a few words that you want to remove. You could put them in here, I guess, as a character string or as a vector character. Here I'm using the one that I just had, the no white space one, and I'm calling it a new one called no stop words. Okay, so let's try that. And maybe it'll be hard to see the difference because we don't, but anyway, they're going to be removed. Whoops, I did it again. And let's try it again. Okay, so those words have been removed. Okay? It's hard for us to compare because it's kind of long and messy, but they have been removed. Okay, and stemming. You can also do what's called stemming, which is usually an important thing to do in text mining as well. And that means taking words like, let's see, let's look it up on Wikipedia for a moment. So for example, if a word ends in ed, like I walked to the grocery store, you'll change that word to just walk, W-A-L-K. So you remove the ed. If the word ends in ing, you'll remove ing. Now, you know, there are probably English words that end in ing where you wouldn't want to remove the ing. They're not. It's not like a grammatical clue. It's just part of the word itself. But anyway, stemming will remove it in any case. Remove the ly, unless, well, there could be better stemming algorithms that might be intelligent and not remove it, but generally they'll remove the ing. Ly also will be removed. So this is called stemming. And they say it's in linguistic morphology and information retrieval. That's what we're doing, kind of information retrieval. Stemming is the process for reducing inflected or sometimes derived words to their stem, base, or root form, generally a written word form. The stem need not be identical to the morphological root of the word. It is usually sufficient that related words map to the same stem. So, in other words, if we have the word walked and walking and walk, those will all be reduced to the same word. So if we have a sentence that has walked, walk, and walking, then when we do the stemming, we'll say that there are three examples, three cases of the stem walk in that sentence. So it's kind of a way of you know, otherwise we'd say they're all different, but they're not really. In some sense, they're not different. Walked, walking, and walking, and walked are kind of all about the same thing. So when we want to get to what they're really about, we want to say there's only, you know, they're all about the same thing. So we might say the sentence was about the same thing 3 times or something like that. So we will use this. So maybe I'll try that on the original data set this time. Why? I can't do that because this has XML in it, remember? So you can't do stemming for that. So you have to get a text type document. So which one did I have the text? I want to go back to one of the ones. PT, what was that? I think that's the one I want. Let me try that. What was PT? I forget what it stands for. Oh, plain text, right. Okay. So, even now it won't work because you can use different algorithms for stemming, and one of them is called Snowball. So, and so there's a package called Snowball. So I need to install that first. Let me try and do that. We'll go to here and install packages and find Snowball C. That's the name of one of these stemming methods or stemming algorithms. So people come up with different ways to decide how to stem things. So this one is called Snowball. So let's use that one. But we have to install it first. Snowball here. There's also Snowball C, but I mean Snowball without the C, but it's looking for that one. So I'll do that one. And let's try it again. Okay, and then let's inspect it. This time, what did I call it? PT, I guess. Okay, now, but it didn't work. Well, I don't know. Maybe it worked, but maybe this is... I'm not sure if it worked or not. Anything else here? Look suspicious? Not sure. Anyway, it's supposed to work. So we could go back and check some of the other parts of it and see if it worked or not. But it should work. Maybe post it as an exception. Okay, so that is called transformations. Those are important. Filtering. So filtering and metadata management, we'll cover that in the next video.